Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of gold and silver. I'll give you my financial opinion. Please don't use this as advice. We're going to dive right in. Dollar, 10-year yield, precious metals. That's how we go. And why are we looking at the dollar? The dollar does have an impact because precious metals are priced in dollars. Same with a lot of the commodities. A weaker dollar is definitely a tailwind for these commodities and precious metals. And then the 10-year yield seems to rotate money into precious metals and commodities as we have high inflation with an increasing interest rate environment. That's where we've seen gold really take off. So looking at it, we've got the dollar that's weaker today. That's good. Looking at the daily candlesticks, we've broken to the upside and we've pulled back to the support line. So that's where we are. It does seem like the dollar wants to go higher in the short term, but we'll see what happens after we do basically a retest. And what I mean by that is it's almost like we're coming up and doing a retest to head lower. The expansion phase of real estate last time, the dollar was going up and then reversed in 2002, and then the dollar started to decline on the back half of this last expansionary phase of real estate. The beginning of the expansion phase of real estate was in this area over here. We're really starting to heat up, and I think this will eventually roll over. I don't think we're going to exceed 100 on the index. That's where it would be a reversal. I think we're going to roll over and head lower at some point. Looking at the 10-year yield, we're in this big long-term downtrend breaking to the upside. We're looking for higher yields out of all this. It was up today, 0.81%. It's been in a good, strong kind of uptrend move over the past few months. I do suspect that 10-year yield to trend higher. Doesn't mean that we are just going to move higher out of nowhere, but it will trend higher. Doesn't mean every day will be higher. Now, looking at gold, we have a little bit of a down day today. We are trying to break this $1,910 resistance level, 1905. We're at 1888, down $14 today. Just give it some time, guys. Give it some time. Silver's right at that 2450 level that I say I wanted to close above. I thought we were ready to go. It went all the way to 2550 and then came back down, and we're still below it. Give it time. It'll come. The market conditions are good. Platinum had a little bit of a downside spiller yesterday. We're just starting to recover today a little bit. I mean, just basically a flat day, working off that momentum from yesterday. The XAU to gold ratio, which is the gold silver miner index to gold ratio, looks good for the miners to outperform gold and silver. Usually when this starts to outperform, gold and silver will follow. So this still looks good. We put in a bearish piercing yesterday and a bullish piercing today. The buyers and sellers are slapping each other in the face, trying to figure out what direction they want to go. I think it wants to go higher. We've broken out to the upside of this downtrend resistance line, and I think we're going to eventually work our way higher. Karora Resources is putting in this little pattern here. I put the pattern. I drew this in a while back, just guessing what it was doing, and it's kind of following the pattern, so we'll see what happens there. We've broken this long-term resistance line to the upside. I think we are heading higher. EXK, a little bit of a down day today. Let's go to the daily candlesticks. Small down day today. Still looks okay. Still trending higher. SILJ, we're right at this resistance line. We've closed right above it. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Zooming out, this is your long-term resistance line that we've got. Do it on the log chart, and we're just above it. We're turtle heading out, trying to break out of this downtrend resistance line. GDX, we are above its resistance line. Here's a big picture view. We're right there, chilling right at it, basically on a monthly perspective. I do think we're going to break and move on higher eventually. And I know a lot of people are getting pretty, it's like they can't be patient. Metallic minerals just moving sideways. The whole thing about making lots of money is you got to be patient. You just got to wait for this stuff to play out. We know that that the environment, that the market conditions are good for this to go higher. Just be patient, guys. Buy it and hold on. If you're getting patient, buy something else that's in a move. But this will come. This will resolve upward at some point. At least that's my opinion on it. Koya Resources is down there. I think this is a good time to be doing a little sprinkling. I mean, we're way down here. I mean, look at this pullback, guys. Look at the pullback here. This was all the way up. I don't know, at some ridiculous amount, but it's all the way down there. It's broken its downtrend. It'll turn. It'll come. Discovery Silver up 5.36% today. Bullish engulfing, bullish piercing. It's going to go higher, guys. I think it will go higher. It's a nice, good response day today with the buyer stepping in and showing a response from yesterday's reversal. It's almost a reversal pattern in itself today, which it is. Bullish hammer. We're just chopping sideways. Newmont getting a bullish piercing pattern. We could head higher. The buyers and sellers in the short term are just slapping each other back and forth. This thing's right at the resistance level of a big, gigantic chart break of a pattern. If I were to throw a trend-based fib extension on this big old pattern here, I look at the 1.618. That's a good $130. You know, a double on Newmont, which is a large company. I think that's coming very soon. Mag Silver, we're just chopping sideways here. Right at the top, we're probably going to break out. I would be a buyer. I'm bullish, guys. I'm bullish. I'm going to remain bullish until I see something that isn't. Now, could this pull back? It could, but you know what? The buyers came in and put a bearish piercing on it. It could still remain to go higher. When the short term looks choppy, I just ride it out. I'm not trading any of these guys. Like down here, this is a definite sideways accumulation type area. I would just do what everyone else is and accumulate. I mean, that's kind of what I would do. That was Impact Silver, ISVLF. Aftermath Silver chopping sideways. Small little hammer pattern today. PLG down a little bit today. The royalty companies, these are my favorite. Sandstorm Gold, bullish piercing, looking strong. I like it. Sandstorm Gold, and I own a bunch. I just hold on. I don't get phased by whatever people say. I don't care if it's manipulation. It doesn't matter. They're going to get overrun either way. They cannot hold this down. They will literally have physical shortages, and if that's what they want, these guys will go crazy because these guys sell the physical and royalties. They get royalties on the physical. So downtrend break, moving to the upside, looks great for Sandstorm Gold, SAND. Franco Nevada has another bullish piercing pattern. Again, I like it. And this is in a very large pattern to break to the upside eventually. So that one looks good. EMX on a daily candlestick has a bullish piercing pattern. It's probably going to go higher. I would be a buyer right here. Looks good. I like Teuton Resources, TEUTF. Another one that I would buy right here. That is Teuton Resources. Wheaton Precious Metals, bullish piercing. It's right at support. I would be a buyer of it right now. I like it. It was originally a silver royalty company. It still is, and I think it's got a little more gold in it now. But this one looks really good for a big move to the upside, guys. I would be a buyer right here. This looks fantastic. Gold royalty. This is what Ely Gold bought out. It's been just trending lower. I think this one's a little more, I'll say, more richly valued than some of the other ones. MTA still in this pattern, heading lower. It will eventually turn. Mavericks Metals, bullish piercings, probably going to head higher here at some point. Royal Gold looking still quite strong. We've got some sort of almost like megaphone pattern setting up. But again, I would just hold on to it. It's already broken its downtrend. Bullish piercing here for Osisko Gold royalties in this declining wedge pattern. It's going to break all this stuff. It will go to the upside. Gold will go higher. It's got to. Why do I think that? Because of the inflation, because of the real negative rates, because they have to print money for the system to survive. I don't think they're going to choke this thing out. That's my opinion. I think the expansionary phase of real estate with increasing interest rates is going to force money into this sector. That's what I honestly think. Does the short-term patterns necessarily matter? Not really. Not to me. I go over this, maybe we can get some good buying points. It gives you some idea of which direction I think it may go. And maybe we can kind of better prepare ourselves mentally and better prepare the portfolios to add in at certain times. But I don't use it to buy and sell for my buy and sell signals. This is just kind of gauging what the overall market is thinking about it. Now, there's been some crazy reversal patterns sometimes. I don't know what the heck's going on with it. It's pretty unbelievable to be up as much as it was and finish lower. That is pretty crazy. But I am sticking with my positions. I'm sticking with what history has showed me. I'm sticking with all those things, and I'm not getting impatient. I'm just going to ride it. If you guys want, I mean, go make other money. Go put it in some other stuff. If you're getting impatient, and leave what's back there. That's kind of what I'm doing. I buy whatever's down. If something's down, I'll buy it. And then I just hold on. I don't get impatient. If I get impatient, I'll go get another job and just start working. I mean, and I'll just add more money in. I've been holding on to my physical metals for a very long time. I will always hold physical metals. And there's no reason not to. It's out of the system. You can do exchanges with it. I mean, that's the way that I look at it. If you guys like the analysis, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.